So, how's it going, Superman fans? I'm Joe from Joe's Comic Talk. As always, hit like and subscribe to my channel. And I'm also on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. So, I haven't done just a Superman video in quite a while. So, I thought I'd show some cool early Bronze Age to even some Silver Age comics. But I'm going to show a reprint of Action Comics #1, which I got a few years ago. Even though I don't have the original Action Comics #1, is very expensive and way out of my budget range, but I guess a reprint will do for now. I am such a huge Superman fan, and the reason I'm bringing up Action Comics because it was my first DC comic I ever read. I thought Action Comics and Superman was the coolest at the time when I was growing up in the 80s. It really got me hooked on DC Comics, and then eventually on to Batman after I watched Batman, the original Batman from 1989. Then I started reading Batman and Detective Comics. But Action Comics was really what got me going, really liking Superman. He is my favorite superhero, even a little above Batman. Batman's my second superhero, but I really like Action Comics. Is the stories have really resonated with me, especially growing up. I thought Superman was just the greatest, so he is like one of my favorite characters. And then on the back, there's this little card here. I'm not sure what it means, but I just kept it in the poly bag. Here it is, a reprint of Action Comics #1 with Superman lifting the car up. And there's been very many variations of that iconic cover over the years. So first, I was going through my DC collection and looking at I was asked if I had any DC comics that were 100 pages for 60 cents, and yes, I do. I do have this cool Action Comics number 437. Unfortunately, the condition is very poor. As you can see, even the back is missing for this. I'm not sure where I got this, but I think I pulled it out of a dollar bin for like 50 cents. So because the condition of it was so poor. But it is a little bit bigger than a normal comic. A normal comic is 32 to 36 pages. But this is a 100-page comic, as you guys can see. Is pretty cool. I love the cover with Superman, Flash, Green Lantern, and all our other favorites. This is these 100 pages. There are a bunch of different stories of different characters in this story. So that's I think that's very cool. So this is about 2 out of 10 for condition. It's in very poor condition, I'm afraid. But when I got it for 50 cents, I thought, why not? It is still in my DC box, and it is with the rest of my Action Comics. It was from 1974, so this was a year before I was even born. So for an old comic, I mean, it survived throughout the years. Whoever had it before me did not take care of it, as you guys can see. It is in pretty rough shade, and that's not cool. I don't like it when people do that to comics. So I mean, in this condition on eBay, I have seen people try selling them for $3 or more, which is a little much. It's almost better off just being in the dollar bin, which, if you're looking for very, very low grades of early Bronze Age comics, then this is a good one to get. So, I mean, I love the inside. It's such a cool story, as you guys can see. The covers are still intact, which is cool. So, it's still a pretty good comic. So, next one I want to showcase is Superman number 342, cover dated. What is it on here? 1979. So it is an early Bronze Age comic. So this Superman Volume 1 ran from 1939 to 2017, and then did different volumes after 2017. I do like the stories from Volume 1. This was the next title that got me really into Superman. Reading Superman was just Superman. So even though Action Comics started it, I continue reading on with Superman through this one here. These stories were so good, so well written, so well drawn. The artwork is just amazing on some of these older Bronze Age comics. Now, this is a regular comic. It has 32 pages, barcode, everything like that. So, all your favorite characters are in this comic. Lois Lane, Superman, as you can see on the front cover. Jimmy Olsen, who takes the pictures of Superman, even though he's not like Peter Parker and has a secret identity. So, it is just a fun comic, 40-cent price tag. So it's in not bad condition, little wear and tear, but I have bagged and boarded, so it is trying to keep it the best condition I can. So in this condition, it's about $3 to $4 comic, and it's about, I say about 5 out of 10. You guys can quote me on that if I'm wrong. I do apologize. I am not a grader, but it's not a key issue by any means. It's just a another fun story where Superman is getting trapped by the bad guy, and as you can see, can he get out of the trap that the bad guy sent? So it's basically another Superman versus the bad guys. So, but aren't they all? So this is an earlier issue from this one. So this is Superman 258 with a 20-cent cover. So this is a little bit earlier, this by a couple of years. This is from 1972, another Bronze Age story where Superman again is going after another bad guy here, where the bad guy says, "I smashed your invincible fortress. Now I'll smash you." So he's going to try and punch Superman, which Superman is just about the strongest hero there is, except we all know his weakness. So it's called The Private. There's a story in here called The Private Life of Clark Kent. So there's a secondary story where Clark Kent, they're featuring Clark Kent, which is pretty cool. So this is about 5 to 6 out of 10, or very good or fine condition. So it is in a little bit better condition. This one, I do apologize for going a bit out of order, but sometimes I'm a bit disorganized. So if this was a 9.4 or higher, it would be about a $25 book, but unfortunately, as it stands, it's about a $5 to $6 book, because again, there's wear and tear on here. There's a little bit of spying ticks, but the cover's intact. It's not ripped or damaged inside. Again, the story is good. The artwork is so incredible on these volume ones. I love the artwork. That's why I started. Partly why I started reading some of these as a kid, and I just, again, love reading Superman because he was the good hero, and he always came to save the day, as most heroes should. And whereas, like I say, I didn't really start reading into Batman when I was in my teens to late 20s, because Batman wasn't my favorite at the time, but now I really do like Batman. So this is Superman number 316 with a 35-cent cover. This is 1977, so 5 years later, the price inflated from this one here. So as you can see, this one had a 20-cent, but this one now has a 35-cent cover. It's in pretty good condition. It's in fine condition. There's a little bit of wear and tear, but the cover's in not bad condition. I don't like the green, but it is Superman going against Metallo, as you can see, and he's trying to stay away from the kryptonite, because as we all know, kryptonite can eventually kill Superman, which is not cool, but everybody does have a weakness. So I say it's another 6 out of 10, or in fine condition, because there's some stress marks on here. And a little bit out of lineup, but there is no pen marks, nothing like that. So it's about I say another $5 book. But again, if this was a 9.4, if this wasn't like near mint condition, it would be another $10 to $15 book. But it is what it is. So I just try and keep these comics in the best condition I possibly can. I bag and board just about all my comics. The next one I'm going to show you guys, I did not. It's not bagged properly, and I do apologize for that. It is another 100-page DC comic for 60 cents. It is Justice League of America, where all the superheroes join up to form a team to save the Earth from really bad guys. I mean, I do like reading The Flash. I do watch The Flash on TV. He is my third favorite DC character, next to Superman and Batman. And Wonder Woman would be my fourth, and Green Lantern would be my fifth favorite character. While we haven't seen Green Lantern on TV yet, it looks like we might eventually, unless something changes. So this is another 100-page comic that I do have in my collection. It's a little bit better than the Action Comics. The cover is intact. There's nowhere. There is some stress marks, and there is you can show signs of reading. Whoever had it, whoever had it before I did, took way better care of it than the Action Comics that I showed you earlier. Unfortunately, the Action Comics did not survive that well, but I'll try and keep it the best condition I possibly can. So this is about another 5 out of 10, I say, because it is not in perfect condition. If this was in near mint condition, it would be a much more valuable book. But as it stands, this is in about $3 to $5 book range. You might get lucky and find it in your dollar bin section. I think that's where I found this one. I found it in a dollar bin, and I threw it in with my DC box, because I do have a few JLA comics. I don't have many of them, but there was some of my favorite heroes on here. I think this is a perfect one to show you guys for 100-page with the 60 cents. Imagine paying 60 cents for a comic back then. So the cool Silver Age comic that I want to show you guys is Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 80. It is from it is 1968, so it does make it 60 Silver Age comic. It's in good or very good condition, so it's about between 3 to 4 out of 10, because as you guys can see, there is some stress marks on the top here, some indent, so it is what it is. Again, I did not own these comics first. I just bought them from time to time, and I thought they were a good deal. I should have paid more attention to the pictures when I do buy. But I'm glad to have it in my collection, because I can say I have some Silver Age DC comics. So yeah, this is about, again, 3 to 4 out of 10. If it was in better shape, it'd be selling on eBay for about $15. But in the condition it's in, it's about a $2 to $3 book, just because it is Silver Age, and it is collectible. So Lois Lane is trying to move away from Superman, because she's is tired of Superman always rejecting her, because he doesn't want to marry her. But I'm assuming at this point she doesn't know that he's Clark Kent yet, that this is still that she doesn't know that he's Superman. But I could be wrong, you guys can tell me. So I just wanted to showcase this one. It may not be the most popular, but it is one Silver Age one that I do have in my comic. There's one direct promo page ad in this that for the DC comic list for out that month. So I thought that would be an interesting side note for that DC does their own advertisement in this, and it is what it is. But again, if this was a higher grade, like a 9.4 or near mint condition, it would be like a $75 book. But as it stands, it is a low to mid grade copy. But still, if you want a good Silver Age book, these are the books to go, in my opinion, because I don't have the budget to be buying a $100 comic all the time. And I think I know lots of people are out to get all those favorite Marvel or even DC ones, the high grade ones. But I'd rather go for the low to mid grade comics, because they are in my budget. So my final thought is DC comics are great. I do love reading DC comics, especially Superman and Batman. And I do have a few Green Lanterns and Flash, and maybe one day I'll do a video on that. So I just want to say thanks for watching. And I'm Joe from Joe's Comic Talk. I love collecting comics. I love talking comics with you guys. So I think I do love Superman, Batman, and I remember watching Superman cartoons growing up too. I thought they were the greatest too, and the Super Friends from the TV. So thanks for watching. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, and you can find me there. I'll post these on my Instagram account out on the weekend. So no YouTube video on Sunday, but I'll see you guys next Saturday. I got some cool Archie ones. I'm going to show you some back to school theme ones, so be on the lookout for that. And also, always, you can find me on TikTok. I'm doing shorter versions on TikTok because I love talking comics with you guys. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. I'll see you next Saturday for Adventure Saturday. Thanks, everybody.